Machiawo, greetings family. I have one story for tell, yeah? It's a quick story. So, yeah man, follow me, yeah, if you want to hear a story. So, as you know, I'm in Ghana, in Accra, and one day I get a message on Twitter, yeah, because brother Kwame Shabazz, yeah, well-known Pan-African scholar who I'm acquainted with on social media, happened to be in Ghana at the same time. I never knew that he was here, but he reached out because he saw me drinking coconut water and realized I'm there. So he said, yeah, let's link up. So I appreciate the brother. Big up to brother Kwame Shabazz for reaching out to man. And I said, let's meet in the person, you know what I mean? So we agreed to meet at a place called Zongo Junction. And Zongo Junction is in Medina, yeah, which is a busy area of Accra. You know what I'm saying? Very, very well known. But very well known for the market, yeah, Madina Market, which is in and around Zongo Junction. And brother Kwame did want get some shea butter and dodo, yeah, black soap from Madina Market, yeah. Good place to go if you want to get these things at very reasonable prices. So we agreed to meet in Zongo Junction. So nice, hot, sunny day, yeah, sun a beat down and all them something there. And I leave the house, you know what I'm saying, in my shorts and, you know what I'm saying, my minimalist footwear and all them something there, and a t-shirt, and go down at Zongo Junction. Now, Zongo Junction, as I said, very, very busy, yeah? So not just for Madina Market, because there is an actual marketplace, but in the reality, the whole of Zongo Junction is a market, yeah? All along the road, you have thousands of people, yeah? Including taxi driver come through. It's one of the main stops, yeah, for the trotro, yeah, which is basically the travel service, yeah, around Accra. Very, very what's the word? Cost effective, yeah, way to travel around Accra. And if you want to really learn the city, yeah, the trotro is a good option. A lot of people don't like the trotro for reasons that I'm not going to go into. But if you want to learn the city of Accra, I would suggest that the trotro, or getting to know the trotro links, is a very good way of doing so. Yeah, challenging if you got family and children and them kind of things there, but it can be done. All right, so I'm gonna put that out there for the people there. But as I'm saying, Zongo Junction now, yeah, people are sell all down the road. Yeah, so as aside from the taxi and the trotro, you have mainly women, to be honest with you, yeah, selling like banana, selling shoe, selling clothes, selling all book, yeah, dry fish, plantain, orange, water, yeah, and then you have like stands as well, yeah, that are selling food and phones and phone accessory, you know what I mean, and all kind of different things, yeah. That's the road. And in fact, there's two big bridges in Zongo Junction, and even all across the bridge, yeah, you have people selling, yeah, thousands of people that are selling, whatever they can on the road, all right, and that's a feature of not just Ghana, but a lot of majority black nation. The roadside selling is, a whole heap, you know what I'm saying? So that's a go on. Like I said, nice, hot, sunny day, you know. So as I'm preying, the surroundings, yeah, there's also a big Shell petrol station, all right? Now, we come from London, yeah, and we're familiar with Shell because Shell is a British company. And there's also a big Vodafone office and shop. Obviously Vodafone is also a British company, yes. In and around that, there's 1-2 other banks like the Standard Bank and a few other banks and all them something there, all right? So those are elements of familiarity that we know about, you know what I mean? So as I'm there now, like I said, hot day, sun a beat here, but then I realize, oh Lord, something shifting at the ear, yeah, because I'm feeling like it's gonna rain, yeah? So I look around and I say, yo, it feels like it's gonna rain, yeah? And about a minute later, after I've had that realization, that vibration, that energy, I start to realize I'm correct. Why? Because I start to see, look, the whole of the woman them, yeah? Pick up all them picnic, because a lot of these women are out there with their children. I'm talking from babies, yeah, and to toddlers and sometimes a bit older, right? But they're out there selling with their children the whole day, them out there, yeah? Then pick up them pitney, and then pick up them dry fish, and them book, and them shoes, and them water, and them clothes, and all them something there, yeah. Pack it up, and then the man they will have the stand, you know what I'm saying, start to draw down, you know, the cover upon the stand, put out some plastic over it, and all kind of something go on, you know what I'm saying. So people are getting ready for this rain and moving very, very quickly and urgently, and then the place just get dark. Like I said, this was a bright, hot, sunny day, yeah. The place just start get dark, yeah. You realize there's one big cloud, you know what I'm saying, in the sky. And then as me and Brother Kwame had agreed to meet at the Shell petrol station now, yeah. And by the way, for people that don't know what petrol station is, we're talking about gas station, yeah, where you get petrol for your car, or oil for your car, or gas for your car, you know what I mean? Because I realize that not everybody says petrol station. All right, so we agreed to meet at the Shell, because it's big and noticeable, yeah. And as I'm approaching him, he runs one joke because he says to me, it looked like you brought the Garvey's whirlwind with you, yeah. Because as I'm approaching, it's like one big breeze, strong breeze, it just blow through the whole at the courtyard at the petrol station. So made him Garveyite joke, Garveyite humor, you know what I'm saying? I run two joke and something there. And shout out to Brother Kwame, because I don't know how, yeah, he tapped into this vibration. But he hands me a Sobolo, you know what I mean? So we give thanks, because I don't know what energy he was in where he knows that Sobolo was the drink, but he bought me a Sobolo. Give thanks for the problem. So anyway, as we're walking towards the market, yeah, the rain begins to fall. And it's easy, yeah, at first, you know what I mean? It's very light. And I don't know, like when you're there back home, you know, the rain thing is a different vibration. Like when I'm in Jamaica, enough times, especially when we're children, when the rain start falling, we go outside. You know what I'm saying? Because rain is nice, yeah, and them things there. So it's not terrible to be in, right? But we walk in towards the store there, where Brother Kwame gets the shea butter and the black salt. Now there's a big like concrete complex here in Madina Market that houses a lot of the stalls, but a lot of it is open space. There's a section of, but a lot of it is open space also. So we're walking through the rain and, you know, we're trying to pick up pace. And Brother Kwame is very good at weaving through, you know, the people traffic and all them something there. So I was there keeping up with him, a lot of these things. And we get to the store there where his sister is selling shea butter. Young sister, beautiful young sister, who is Saturday, so she's managing the stall for her mother, yeah, who normally runs it while she's at school during the week. But beautiful young sister. Very, very helpful. But Brother Kwame has bought like two big something, yeah, to fill up, yeah, with black soap, dodo, and shea butter, yeah. So instead of just giving us what's there, she said, well, let's go run out the back, yeah, and upstairs where she keeps all the shea butter and all these things, so that she can basically cut it up and fill up the tub there, yeah. So now, as we're standing there, the rain is falling, but it's starting to flow through the market. So whereas I'm on a road like where there's a bit of a slope, yeah? So the water is flowing down, yeah, and I'm wearing like minimalist shoes, and you know what I mean. So like the water start flow through the shoes there, but all them something there, and I'm starting to realize what. So and the rain is picking up heavy. So we walk, you know, we following the sister around upstairs to the back, where they keep the shea butter. The rain is picking up hard, and there's puddles forming, yeah, inside the complex, all right, that we're walking through. And we're walking through, you know, mainly women, yeah, like I said, these market women who are doing their jobs, and you're walking through and you're seeing them, you know, preparing whatever they're selling, whether it's onion, you know what I'm saying, whether it's planting or whatever. And then there's young children behind there as well, playing game and doing the latest dances and all these kinds of things. When we get to the back, where the shea butter is, there's another sister back there, and she's just there peeling ginger, yeah. For I'm assuming because they make sobolo with plenty ginger. So we want to big up the sister then where cut up the ginger and peel the ginger for the sobolo. So all that is taking place, yeah. And once, you know, we're there, and we're just talking to the sisters them in the back there and filling up the tub. Me and Brother Kwame are chatting. And the rain is beating down, pelting, yeah? And we're there for a good half an hour, 45 minutes, yeah? Filling up these tubs, but the rain is pelting. And even like the shelter is not even really shelter no more. Because it's like, I don't know, like the way the rain is falling and the protection of the shelter, the whole of the floor where they're supposed to be shelter is wet and the rain is just coming in, yeah? And these are the working conditions that, it's rainy season, these are the working conditions that these sisters are dealing with on a daily basis, right? So we're done now, and we're walking back, towards the exit of Madina Mall, because we don't fill up everything we want to fill up already, and we're walking back through. And as we get to the ground, everywhere is wet. The stairs are wet, but as we get to the ground, we step down, and the water is up to your shins, up to your shins, So the whole of the market, where we are, is flooded. Everybody's under shelter, and I'm saying, like, this is serious. Like, when the rain fall, them way there, like, business done for the day, because that's some serious rain, and a lot of the market is flooded. Like I said, water is at a very high level, and I'm like, you can't help but think this must be an easy problem to solve in terms of the irrigation and rain kind of dispensary kind of system. You know what I'm saying? There must be an easy way to sort that out, but it hasn't been, for the sake of these market women. Do you know what I'm saying? Then now it occurred to me that, simple as you take it, there's a direct relationship, between the presence of this Shell petrol station, and the working conditions that the masses of our people are having to deal with in Madina Market. And this is not anything negative about Madina Market. It's a beautiful place with beautiful people, all right? But I'm just pointing something out. It's like a realization that came to me, There's a direct relationship between the presence of this Vodafone store and Vodafone in Ghana in general, and the fact that thousands of our people, millions, cannot find gainful employment within their nation, and so that results in two things. One, it results in this thing called the brain drain, where people are qualified but can't work within their nation because the infrastructure is not of such to accommodate that. So they have to leave and go out to America, and go out to France, and go out to Britain, whereby these prospects are supposedly, more available to them, But that's the minority of people. The masses of the people have to find a way to make do and achieve and build within the context that they've been born into. And that results in millions of people selling whatever they can, on the road, with their children, and sometimes their children are selling with them and all kind of different things. That is the result of these things. Now, Shell, we know Shell. Shell is a British corporation, a British multinational corporation that is well known, but has not been brought to justice for human rights abuses, particularly in the Niger Delta in Nigeria. This is a company that is well known, to be committing genocide and ecocide against the peoples of the Niger Delta and the ecology, the environment of the Niger Delta in Nigeria. Well known to have an inordinate influence, on the government and the economic policies in Nigeria, and so they eat up a lot of the economic space, and the masses of the people have to fight for a few crumbs off the table off of these big multinational corporations, As far as Vodafone is concerned, Vodafone bought out the National Telecom Service of Ghana in and around 2008, And for anyone that doesn't really know what that means, this is the equivalent, for those of us in London or in England, this is the equivalent of, say, a Chinese company or a Russian company, understanding that these nations have friction, with Britain. This is the equivalent of a Chinese multinational, Russian multinational corporation buying out BT, British Telecom, and owning Britain's national communication network, which means that they own and control all the landlines, which means they own and control all of the internet. All of the internet, it flows through their companies, facilitated by them. This is a national security risk for any self-respecting nation, yet Vodafone controls the National Telecom Service of Ghana right here now. Stanbic Bank, is one bank that was developed by the Anglo-Boers in the 1800s. Yeah? The Anglo-Boers, the Anglo-Saxons and the Boers that colonized, yeah, our people in Azania, South Africa. And one of the things that I'm more and more becoming aware of is the extent to which white people in South Africa, yeah, the colonizers that have been there for generations, actually control a lot of the businesses that are big throughout the continent of Africa. Another one of them is MTN, yeah, which is one of Ghana's biggest mobile service providers, yeah, network service providers, yeah, owned by white people in South Africa. All right, the Anglo-Boer, the invader, the colonizer, yeah, and you know, when you consider all of these things, it brings to mind the fact that the only way to solve these problems is through systematic change. Yeah? Systematic change. Revolutionary system. And this is why man is a black nationalist Pan-Africanist. Because the masses of our people need to be organized to solve these problems. And the problems can only be solved through systemic change. We're not gonna come around here and build two business, yeah, and invest in Africa, yeah, and solve these problems. Yeah, that's not to say that we shouldn't do those things. Yeah, we should come and develop emphasis on cooperative businesses. We should develop cooperative investment strategies, programs, and institutions in the way that the most eminent prophet Marcus Messiah Garvey did. But our ultimate goal has to be overturning the systems that make that depress the living conditions of the masses of our people. That's the only way to solve those problems, family. Yeah, I'm just sharing this because this is what that experience brought to mind. It's very easy to overlook. Yeah, very easy to just, you know, take it for granted and just saw it go. Yeah, you'll see a Shell petrol station. It's just a Shell petrol station. You go in there, you get gas. But that edifice has a significant place in the economy of our nations and the economic conditions that the masses of our people have to endure. And I personally believe that it's very important to be conscious of those realities. It feels like a very big task, yeah? But this is the task that we are charged with right about now as it relates to the African world, because what I've just described is not unique to Ghana. It's not unique to Accra. Every majority black nation on the continent and in the diaspora is facing similar underdevelopment. In fact, every black nation around the world, even in every black community around the world, even in majority white nations, kings and queens. And with that, thank you for listening to my story. Abibi Fahodie, African liberation. Abibi Tomi, black power for all African people. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.